may see this, the Coaching Year live on the Coaching Show live. Oh man, it's been a great week this week. I mean, the sun came out, it started raining. The sun came out, then it rained, then it came out, then it rained. But today was a perfect day. It was a perfect day. You know, I walked up to the top of the mountaintop. And as I got to the top of the mountaintop, I said, damn, Katlyn Chookagian is going to make history. I said, I know it. I feel it in my bones. Katlyn Chookagian is going to make history. I said it. And then came the fight. Let's talk about this, y'all. I am a fan. I'm a fan. Through and through, I roll with my fighters. I roll with them. In round one, Antonina Shevchenko, she came out, she threw a couple of high kicks. Katlyn Chookagian immediately got the takedown. She pushed Antonina back into the cage, into the fence, and then she got the trip. Antonina wasn't prepared for takedowns. It's just she was standing so tall. And, you know, it was almost like she was standing in a Muay Thai stance. And so Katlyn Chookagian was able to actually, you know, grab Antonina around the waist and then get the trip. She actually picked Antonina up and then did like a back body slam. And Antonina was literally on her back. So Katlyn Chookagian rolled on top of her. And then Antonina had gave up her back, and she was trying to get up. Katlyn Chookagian, man, she put on a rear naked choke. And I thought that was it, man. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was it. But credit to Antonina Shevchenko. Credit to La Pantera. I mean, her submission defense is very, very good. And she continued. She stayed calm. She peeled the hands off. And she got out of the submission. Katlyn Chookagian also did some beautiful ground and pound, man. Like, she tried to choke Antonina out. And then she tried to beat the wind out of Antonina. She tried to stop Antonina. Antonina was very defensive from the ground. So it was kind of hard for Katlyn Chookagian to do it. Round two, you know, I said, okay, I think Antonina's going to make the necessary adjustment. She's going to do it. Antonina threw a couple of shots, you know, got a couple of jabs off, threw a kick. Katlyn Chookagian caught the kick. She took Antonina Shevchenko back to the ground. And, you know, it was pretty clear that Antonina, she couldn't, on her back, she's not effective off her back, and she can't get up. She can't get up. I mean, I don't know. It's almost like Antonina, she was on the ground, and it was almost like she couldn't swim. You know, it seemed like at points she didn't know what to do. Antonina instinctively understands defense. And so while she was avoiding the shots, while she was stopping any submission attempts by Katlyn Chookagian, you know, it's clear that Katlyn Chookagian was dominating the first two rounds. And Katlyn Chookagian, she dominated round two. Or to me, she dominated round two. She dominated round one. I knew that Antonina Shevchenko was going to have to get a finish in round three. Here comes round three. Okay? Round three, Antonina actually got off to a very good start. Katlyn Chookagian wanted to mix it up on the hands. It didn't work out too well for Katlyn. Didn't work out. Katlyn was getting pieced up. She was getting kicked. Katlyn Chookagian landed a nice left-hand counter to Antonina Shevchenko. And, you know, Antonina she kind of moved back on that. I don't think she was ever hurt or stunned, but Katlyn Chookagian caught her with a nice counter left hook. And I said, oh man, you know. And I think the first two rounds actually wore on Antonina. And you can tell, man, you know, you can tell her face was kind of a little lumped up. And then Antonina started landing some good shots in the third round. She started landing. Her kicks were landing. I mean, everything was smooth. Even Antonina, her takedown defense in round three was a lot better toward like the 3-minute mark. Katlyn Chookagian tried for a takedown. Antonina got out. She put Katlyn in a Muay Thai clinch. And I was kind of wondering because the first time that Katlyn tried to take Antonina down, she put her in a Muay Thai clinch against the back of the cage. And I didn't know. You know, I didn't know if that's like, does she prefer to do that instead of getting the underhook? You know, I kind of felt like Antonina, maybe she would have had a little bit more success if she could have maybe got that underhook. And maybe she was in a position where she couldn't. I don't know. Okay, but I noticed that Antonina was trying to get an overhook, and Katlyn was controlling the posture with the underhook. So, and I thought Antonina would get that underhook, and I thought that she would, you know, try to get off of the cage, but it just didn't work out that way. Antonina chose to use the Muay Thai clinch, and Katlyn Chookagian was able, I mean, she did a good job of not letting Antonina really get that Muay Thai clinch synced in. She did a good job because Antonina was going to sink it in and throw knees. But Antonina managed to get out of it. She circled back to the center. She started lighting Katlyn up in round three. And then toward the end of the round, Katlyn Chookagian man, she got a last-minute takedown toward the end of round 3. And I'm going to tell you, man, the ground and pound in round 3 for those last 20 or so seconds, it was nasty. And I'm talking about Katlyn Chookagian was hitting Antonina with everything. And I'm talking about she was raining down elbows, she was raining down punches. And Katlyn Chookagian just looked like, look, she was possessed. She was possessed. And she was trying to go for the stoppage. You can tell, man, Katlyn Chookagian was raining those elbows down, raining them punches. And she was putting pure, blunt force into every single thing she threw. Okay, her intent was to get Antonina out of there. And I'm going to tell you, you know, of course, because, you know, me too, you know, I've been saying, I got to eat this crow. I got to eat this crow. And I'm going to come on here and I'm going to eat it just like I always do. Okay, just like Coach Shelton don't run, and I still support my fighter. Okay, it's the fight game. Okay, I know trolls coming. I know the trolls coming. It's fine. Antonina Shevchenko, that's my girl. I rock with Antonina. Okay, see, Coach Shelton Harrison, I don't come on here. When I roll with a fighter, I rock with him, and that's just how it is, okay? La Pantera, the coach roll with La Pantera. I roll with her. But see, Katlyn Chookagian been having to listen to for the last 2 weeks. Me too. She gonna make history. She gonna make history, or, you know, look, Antonina gonna beat you up just like Valentina. See, Katlyn was listening to all that, and Katlyn, you can tell when she came into the octagon, she had that chip on her shoulder, and she was fighting like she had a chip on her shoulder. Like, I've never seen Katlyn really just get that aggressive. Never seen it. Okay, like Katlyn Chookagian fought with a damn chip on her shoulder, and guess what? It paid off. She won. Katlyn Chookagian won the fight. I gave it 2 rounds to 1. I gave all of round 3 to Antonina, but the first 2 rounds, Katlyn dominated them. It is what it is, y'all. It happens. It's the fight game. You win and you lose. That's just how it is. You win and you lose. Antonina Shevchenko, I know she's going to come back and she's going to figure it out. Okay, they always, Pavel got a plan. They're going to figure it out. Okay, Antonina is going to figure it out, and this is what it is. Okay, I believe, because I rock with my fighter. Shout out to Antonina. Hell, you survived 3 grueling rounds. Hell, the average mofo would have quit. The average mofo would have quit. The average mofo would have been like, I just want to be done. Nah, hell, Antonina, look, Katlyn Chookagian was going to have to kill Antonina for her to quit. And shout out to the referee, man, for giving her a chance to try to recover, man. Shout out to the referee, man. The referee noticed that Antonina wasn't done, and he let the fight continue. Okay? I don't even think Antonina was actually physically... I think she was lumped up. I don't think she was hurt. Like, I don't think she was in danger of being knocked out. But the thing of it is, man, Katlyn Chookagian is nasty. Okay? And I don't even know, man. I don't know who else now can take Katlyn Chookagian out right now besides Valentina. This version of Katlyn Chookagian look good, y'all. Damn good. And I'm going to eat my crow. But shout out to Antonina Shevchenko. Coach Shelton Harrison rock with you, Antonina. You know I rock with you. That's just what it is, okay? See, some of y'all dudes don't understand loyal. I ain't finna come on here and bash one of my favorite fighters. I come on here and bash the fighters that I don't like. That's why I'm a fan. La Pantera, the coach rolls with you, and I'm done.